Yeah, so I just wanted to get a few ideas, sales tips from you guys, because you're all sort of the key people from different states. So for new volunteers, so what is it that you actually say when you meet volunteers at the market? So what are you actually saying to people when they first come up to the store?
One of the most important things is being able to read your customer. So if they walk up to the store, say hello. And then whatever they happen to say back judges what you do next. If they're just a quiet hello back, give them the space and let them read the material. If they're really wanting to talk, then get into a discussion and get them to get really interested in the product.
I'd say the best tip is to make sure everyone knows it's actually a not-for-profit organisation. I find a lot of people don't realise that it's actually a charity. The first thing I try to say to people is, first of all the carpets are made in Cambodia. They're made by women who do this as a trade to earn money to send their kids to school, and they're also made from cotton offcuts. I find it's really important that when people approach the stall that you're standing up and kind of ready and waiting for people. If you're sitting down, it's really kind of, you're kind of taking it a bit easy and, lazing about, not really into it. But if you're there and you're kind of, prepping the carpets and you're, just look busy.
I've learned once that 90% of communication is all about body language, and enthusiasm and smiling are the most infectious body language that you have. I think most important is customer comes, you smile, you show your enthusiasm. What I often do is I give them space, I step back, and I almost caress the rug. So I just run it through, and what you'll see is people will copy your behavior. First thing they'll do is they'll also touch the rug. That's when the rug is sold. Yeah.
I find that when you're selling rugs and you know that the customer is actually thinking of buying one, but they are indecisive. You can just ask them questions like, what are you thinking of? Where do you intend to put the rug? Where is it a gift or is it for yourself? What colors do you like? And sometimes people go for certain football teams or sporting teams, and they like colors of the certain team.
Important that you're having fun and that the rug's really desirable. So one thing I do, and someone mentioned it before, is just run my hand through the rug all the time. So I'm always touching the rug, and I'll just have one or two comments I'll say to people that are coming by. If they sort of see me, I'm like, yeah, they're made by women in Cambodia. Or I'll say, yeah, they're made from recycled t-shirt cotton. And if they might just go, yeah, whatever, and keep going, and others will go, oh, really? And then I'll sort of start going into the story.
It's good to say that you can wash in the washing machine, because a lot of people is worried about that. So you can say it's made of cotton. It's the same as t-shirt, so you can just wash it. And if it gets dry, you can just, if it gets wet, you can just put there to dry. And I also think it's important to say that we are volunteer, because then they will think, well, if these people is spending their time in a weekend here, maybe it's because it's serious, and also because the product is good and they believe in all the process.
I think one of the really important things is to talk about where you have the rug in your home and where other people put their rugs. So James and I always talk about how we have a large rug in front of our TV and we just sort of veg out on it and that type of thing, and it makes it more real and sort of really cool for other people who are thinking about doing similar things.
An ultimate resort, you know what? It will always look absolutely wonderful in your bathroom, and your people will forever love you.
I think someone mentioned before, but body language is so much of the sale and so much of understanding the person and what they're looking for. So being able to read that and help them with their needs to make the decision easy.
I find that a really good selling point is the photos. Personally, that's one of my favourite things about it, is that you actually get a photo that matches the carpet and it shows you the family who's made the carpet and where the money's going back to. So once I find that someone picks the carpet and they kind of, maybe touching that one a lot, and you find that that's maybe the one that they might consider buying, I have a look through the photo album and I find the photo that matches it, and then say, and by the way, if you bought that carpet, this is the family who made it, and you would get to keep this photo with it. I generally quite like that.
When you do start talking about price, and it's not just because we are a non-profit organisation, it's really important to say that all the money goes back into the project, also mentioning that we're volunteers, that we don't
feel really good about themselves. So when I see a lady with a really nice handbag or nice earrings, I'll comment and say, hey, you know, great earrings, where do you get that from? And that usually builds a rapport.
Sometimes mentioning the different projects that we may have going at a certain time. So, you know, if they're not quite sure if they want to spend that huge amount on a rug, you know, we're taking donations at the moment for school uniforms for the new families that we've got, you know, sending their kids back to school for the first time. So sometimes mentioning some of the projects is a good way to build that goodwill and also get some donations from someone who may not usually spend the money on a rug.
When we lay the store out, we just put really bright coloured ones out, and so that attracts people.
At the end of the day, just make sure you enjoy it. And remember that if you only sell one, you're still making a difference.